Hi, everybody. I'm here today to read a picture book to you. It's called Celestine Drama Queen, and it is written and illustrated by Penny Ives. This is about Celestine, who's a little duck, and from the get-go, when she was first hatched, she thought she should be a star. And so sometimes she acts a little bit like a diva, which isn't always the best thing. But a school play happens, and she really wants a special part. And we'll find out what happens with the school play and if she gets the part she wants. So let's see. Oh, here's a picture of her starting out. Even before Celestine had hatched from her egg, the duck family knew that someone very special was inside. Tappity tap, tappity tap went the egg each day until crack! Out danced Celestine, ready to be a star. Right from the start, Celestine was very hard to ignore. As soon as she was old enough, Celestine would dress herself with great care, just as a real star should. Sometimes it took a long time to create just the right look. One morning, Celestine swept into breakfast wearing her latest creation. "Oh, Mommy, you know that stars only eat pink food," she sighed as she looked at her cereal. "Do you think you should be wearing a tiara to school, Celestine?" her mother asked. "Of course, a star must set an example," said Celestine, skipping out the door. At school, Miss McDonald took attendance. "Archie?" "Yes, Miss McDonald." "Beatty?" "Yes, Miss McDonald." "Celestine?" "Celestine is not here," answered Celestine. "Today you may call me Princess Drusilla Drake. It is a much better name for a star, don't you think?" "Well, Princess Drusilla Drake," said her teacher, "this morning we shall all have a chance to be someone else. We are going to begin rehearsals for our school play." "I would be delighted to accept the lead role," beamed Celestine, twirling around the room. "Thank you, Celestine," said Miss McDonald. "There's an important part for everyone." On the way home that afternoon, Celestine sighed. "Stars don't walk. They should ride, especially when they have the best part in a new play." "And what is your part?" asked her brother. "That's a secret," said Celestine, tap dancing along the pavement. After tea, Celestine rushed straight up to her room. "I have to rehearse for the play now, Mommy," she shouted, slamming her bedroom door shut. Should she have slammed her door? No. "Do you want to rehearse your lines, Celestine?" called her mother through the door a little while later. "No, thank you," Celestine called back cheerfully. "They're nearly perfect." "Shall I help you practice?" asked her brother the following day. "No, thank you," said Celestine. "I know every word." I think you should probably always accept help. It's not really a bad thing. The day of the play came at last. Celestine breezed jauntily into her classroom, blowing kisses into the air. "How kind," she thought, noticing some flowers nearby. "Someone has sent me a bouquet." I don't know if those were just for her. "But where is my red carpet?" she wondered, walking down to the auditorium. "And the rest of the orchestra is late," she frowned, seeing only Mrs. Gobble at her keyboard. I think that this might not be quite as fancy of a play as Celestine would hope for. The moment had arrived. All the little chicks and ducks huddled backstage. The lights dimmed. The audience grew quiet. And the show began. Celestine watched, trembling, behind the side curtains, whispering along with every word. "Time for you to go on now, dear," smiled Miss McDonald. But suddenly, Celestine's feet wouldn't work. She was terrified. "I feel weak," she coughed weakly. "I'm going to faint," she gasped. "I won't. I shan't. I can't," she squeaked. Miss McDonald gently pushed her forward. Celestine inched to the center of the stage, her heart beating madly. Pitter-pat, pitter-pat. She blinked at the bright lighting, and she opened her beak, but nothing came out. Celestine stood quite still. She couldn't move a feather. "The end," whispered Miss McDonald from behind the curtain. "Celestine, say your line. The end." Then Mrs. Gobble flew to her rescue, striking up one last fast jazzy tune on the piano. Quite of their own accord, Celestine's feet began to tap, her knees bent, and soon she was whirling and turning, skipping and spinning, until, with one final leap, she fell onto the floor, a dizzy yellow triumph. "Fantastic! Encore! Hooray! Superb! Hurrah! Brilliant!" The audience loved it. "Well done!" they cheered, clapping and clapping. They all agreed it was a splendid end to a wonderful show. But walking home, Celestine was unusually quiet and thoughtful. Flip-flop, flip-flop, flapped her little feet. "I'm still a star, aren't I, Mommy? Even though I forgot my line?" she asked at bedtime, with a big tear dripping down her cheek. "Of course you are, my darling," said Mrs. Duck, buttoning up Celestine's pajamas. "Just think of that marvelous dance you did. And besides, her Mama Duck is very nice. You will always be a star to me." And she gave Celestine a kiss. "Good night, little star. Good night." And that is the story of Celestine Drama Queen. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed reading it to you. And I hope that you are all doing well. I will see you soon with another video. Bye-bye.